I'm here with my mini multi-cooker today, and I am putting a meal together based off of some ingredients that I have in my pantry and my fridge. Counter cooking. No kitchen, no problem. So here in this colander, I have some fresh dandelion greens. This is just one bunch of dandelion greens. I did not measure how much it is. I would say probably 2 or 3 cups of chopped dandelion greens. I cut them into about 1-inch pieces, and I washed them really well, and they're draining right now. Here I have a can of cannelloni beans, which I've rinsed very well. I'd like to rinse it until you don't see any bubbles left. Then they're not as gassy forming when you eat them. I have 2 pieces of hard salami that I've cut into small pieces just to give this dish a little bit of flavor. Traditionally, cooked greens go really well with some bacon or some smoked pork. And instead of that, I'm using some salami for a little bit more flavor. And just because I have salami on hand, I'm going to be using some chopped organic garlic. And then I also have this brand new seasoning mix from Trader Joe's, Italian style sofrito seasoning blend. And I'm going to be using a little bit of this also. So here's my mini multi-cooker. I just rinsed it out. If it looks wet, that's why. I am going to be adding the salami to the bottom. And then I'm going to add the can of beans. And I'm going to add my dandelion. Make sure the dandelion is rinsed really, really well so there's no dirt or sand in it. And like all greens, the dandelion will cook down. If you have fresh garlic, you can use that. I'm using this chopped garlic. I would say this is probably like 1/4 of a teaspoon. You could use as much as you want or as little as you want. This is what the Trader Joe's seasoning blend looks like. It looks really good. The ingredients are dried minced onion, tomato flakes, sea salt, dried minced garlic, crushed chili peppers, parsley flakes, crushed red pepper, dried rosemary, and sage leaves. It smells so good too. I'm just sprinkling some on. I'm not really measuring it. Maybe I'm using 1/2 teaspoon. I added 2 ounces of water, so that is 1/4 cup. Now I'm going to put the lid on. I just put the lid on, and I'm going to hit power and steam. And let's put it on steam for 20 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to cook it for the whole 20 minutes. What I like to do is I like to put it on steam first because it heats up faster, and then once it's up to the full steam temperature, sometimes I'll then put it on slow cook if I'm not ready to eat it right away, and if I want to just cook it a little bit longer. So we'll see how this goes. I will be back. This is what's going on after 20 minutes. So I actually let it cook on the steam setting for 20 minutes because I'm making this for lunch and I'm working right now, and I got involved in some projects. So it looks really good. It smells amazing. I wish you could smell this. So I'm giving it a really good stir. There's not much liquid left in the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't feel like eating this right now. I just put the lid back on, so I'm gonna hit power and then slow cook on high. The slow cook on high setting, we'll cook it for 4 hours. I'm not gonna cook it for 4 hours. I'm just gonna cook it on high until I feel like eating, because I feel like the greens could cook a little more, and I like the beans when they're really soft and tender. So what I really like about this appliance is the flexibility that it gives me. I know if I put it on high, it's not gonna overcook. It's just gonna continue to soften the greens and the beans. And I could come back in a half hour and eat. I could come back in an hour and eat. It's gonna be fine no matter what. So I will be back, and then we'll check it out. It's about a half hour later now. I'm actually gonna take some out and taste it. Okay, I just spooned some out to have for lunch. Let's taste this. It looks really good. It looks like a really hearty meal. I'm gonna grab a little bit of everything here, and I'm gonna give that a taste. This is so good. I love the spiciness of the salami with the cannellini beans, and also the seasoning, the Trader Joe's Italian sofrito seasoning. I didn't put much on, but this is super flavorful, really good. And the greens are really nice and tender, and so are the beans, and it's really how I like them. So the dandelion greens have a slight bitterness to them, but it's not unpleasant or off-putting. At least these aren't. Like if I fed this to somebody in my family and did not tell them that these were dandelion greens, they would never know. They would probably think they were like spinach greens or mustard greens or something like that. This is super good. I'm actually surprised at how good this is. I will be enjoying this for my lunch today. This would also be good with a nice hunk of crusty bread, but I'm just going to eat it as it is. And I'm really surprised at how good it came out, since it was just kind of a use what I have on hand recipe. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you'd like me to post more videos like this one. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. That was amazing. I ended up eating the whole thing. It was so good.